first grade. So I said, "Hey, Susie, how you doing?" "Okay." "How's school?" "Boring." "How's your life?" "Blah." "How are your friends?" "Don't have any." I didn't even bother asking about her parents. That would have been way off the list. Think about that. Boring school, nothing exciting and fun happening, no friends, no life. 16 years old and Susie is feeling totally alone, blah, flat, boring. You know the amazing thing? Came into church, praying the Mass, right around here where Miss Berkowitz was sitting. Here was Susie sitting with her mom and dad. And you know she had that face that some of you guys are real good with. Those things kind of totally flat. Like, what am I doing here? Never saw her pray, not even in Our Father. Never saw her try to sing a word. She never really even looked up at the altar. She kind of here, didn't come to communion. She looked at her mother and father like, you can tell she just wanted to get out of here. See, the amazing thing is, her spiritual life at church was just as flat as her personal life. Nothing happening. I thought to myself, man, it must be really difficult for somebody who is so empty in his or her life to keep on going. If everything is worthless and empty, how would you keep on going? Now, Susie's mom just said, well, guess what? That's what 16-year-olds are like. I don't think so. I think something else is going on inside. Susie feels totally alone in her life. Well, believe it or not, that very same Sunday night, I was listening to the radio, and I heard the words of the song that some of your parents and your teachers may remember, but I know you young people never heard. It's called You'll Never Walk Alone. The song says, right in the middle of the stormiest times of your life, when you feel the emptiest and the alone and the isolated and the boring, you'll never walk through life alone. I said to myself, there's a homily in there. See, here at the altar when we celebrate Mass, we are remembering something very, very important about our lives. That Jesus wants us never to walk through life alone. He always wants to keep us company. Now, 2,000 years ago, you were here, you and I could meet Jesus and walk with him. But Jesus had to find a way that he could stay with us every day, all the time, for our whole life. And that's why Jesus, as St. Paul tells us, took the bread and took the wine and made this the special sacred gift of his body and blood so that he could stay here with us even after his death and resurrection, going back to the Father. Jesus gave us this Holy Eucharist to carry us and strengthen us and help us, especially on the days when we feel like life stinks. Especially today when you look at no purpose or reason, when nothing's going right. I'm a nobody, I got nothing going on in my life. You are not alone even then. During 40 hours, which we started on Sunday, and we conclude tonight, I know many of you boys and girls came to pray for a little while yesterday. We celebrate with great thanksgiving the promise that Jesus made to always be with us and to walk with us through our lives, on the good days, the bad days, the happy days, the sad days, the successful days, and the failing days. Because Jesus says to us, you will never walk alone in your life. I will always be here with you. Take my bread and wine. Take my body and blood. And know that I am with you always till the end of the world. So today at Mass, I'd like you, especially in the 6th and the 7th and the 8th grade, to pray for my friend Susie. And to pray for all young people and old people who feel their life is empty and useless and boring and blah. That they can discover the Jesus who wants to walk with them in life. You and I will take Jesus at his word and believe him when he says,